Another example that where that lesson came into play was I was called in that same hospital. I was called to come and offer support to a young 19-year-old young man who had just been given you have 2 weeks to live. The young man had cystic fibrosis, and which is a horrible disease, and he had told the nursing staff that okay. His response was very different than what the nursing staff thought it should be. And so the nursing staff called me, even though it wasn't my unit, they called me because I was the youngest chaplain there by far. And they thought that I would have a better chance of being able to really see and work with him and get to the truth. And so I did. And I came up and talked with him, and it turns out that he was absolutely ready to die. He had been facing the end of his own life for many years, had been expecting this for many years, and was able to he was not concerned with the end of his own life. What he needed, what he told me he needed, and what he really did need was somebody who could just talk with him, laugh about things, joke around, and help him stay calm in the midst of everything, because he could never do that with his family. His family were grieving terribly. The nursing staff, they had known him his whole life because the children's hospital was also part of this hospital. And so they knew him. And they were grieving, and they were not ready for his death. But he was. He was totally ready. And so that's what I did for 3 weeks. He lived for 3 more weeks, not just the 2. And I was able to be with him and laugh and talk, and we played games and whatever he needed so that he could be that kind of support and talk with and help his family know that he was okay. That's the support he needed. And it worked out really, really well. And that's the difference between the golden rule and the platinum rule. If I had come to that young man using the golden rule, thinking, hey, I need to work with him the way that I would need to be worked with, I would have missed his situation and who he was completely. And that same principle has borne out and played out in so many different situations. Whether it is a parent whose young baby just died, or whether it is a person who's struggling with a stroke, family members who are not sure of how things are going to go and what the consequences are going to be. It never really is about me. It's about them.